Hello everyone, I'm Ariel from Geektv Media, and this is my server La Capital RP, a mod for FIVEM servers, and I'm also a customer. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install a super build. It's a pretty simple process. As long as you pay attention, please don't skip any part of the video so you don't have no problems. We're going to be using my local PC, but it's going to be pretty much the same process for any other installation if you do it on the VPS or a dedicated server. There's other ways how to install it, but we're not going to be discussing that since the most simple way will be using Windows or Windows Server. There's a couple of things that you're going to need. We're going to show you the websites, how to get them, and also I'm gonna explain some of the things that you might have to do if you are installing all this build in a VPS or dedicated server. All right, the first thing you are going to need is XAMPP. This is what going to convert your system in web server. This is what we need. Pretty simple, and I'm gonna be showing you this. There's plenty of video how to install it. All you have to do is just select your system. In this case, everything's going to be in Windows. You're going to select Windows, run the program. Once you install the program, pretty much is going to be somewhere wherever you placed it. All you have to do with that software, you're going to look for it, XAMPP. You're going to go into the control panel, the XAMPP dash control. Once you double click on it, you're going to have something similar what you see right here. All this is going to be all like without starting. You need to make sure that Apache and SQL is started. If you have an X right here and here, you click on that, that means those services are not installed. You're going to click on them and it's going to ask you if you want to install the service, and it's going to install it for you, and that's it. You don't need to do nothing else. This part right here, you need to be running all the time in order for the system to not lose connection with the database. This is what's going to connect the server with the database. Once you have it running, just go ahead and close it. It's going to be down on the taskbar. The other software that you're going to be using is going to be Haiti SQL. I'm going to show you how it looks so you get to see before we actually do the install. I'm going to click here in open, and this is it. All right, you're going to have once you do that regular first install, you're going to have some similar tables here already pre-made. You're not going to touch those. You're going to have, this is where you're going to load your tables. I'm going to close this because there's a thing that I have to explain you before you start running into problems. The next one, you're going to need to go to keymaster.5m.net. This is where you're going to get your 5M key. You need to be a member, create an account in 5m.net. You need to create an account here in this website for you to be able to log in on this one. If you are not a Patreon member, you only are going to be able to get, I think, only 3 keys. If you're a Patreon member, you can have, depending which tier you get. If you get the one is like about 15 euros or like about $20 a month, you can get up to 8 keys. I'm gonna sign in. And I already signed in. I got all my keys right here. You can have only 3 active at a time. Once you go in this page, all you have to do, just click on new, put like a display name, and that'll be it. All right, it might ask you for an IP address. You can type any IP address, it doesn't matter, because you can use all these keys anywhere you like, regardless of which IP address you're gonna add on the first time. Once you create it, you need to make sure that license will be active. You're gonna click on it, and once you click on it, you're gonna see something similar like this. Right now I show you that last IP, and then you're gonna see this key. all you have to do is just copy it, and whatever you copy here, this key is gonna be pasted on the server CFG, where I'm gonna be showing you later. Once I tell you about the key, you know where to go. Your next website is going to be the steamcommunity.com/dev/API key. Is going to be in the server CFG. You're gonna create your API key. Pretty simple. It's gonna be there to click on the bottom to create. It's gonna ask you for a domain name. Just put whatever domain name you want. It doesn't matter if you have a website or not. And it's gonna give you a key. That key is what you're going to paste in the server CFG where it says Steam API key. All right, for the installation, first make sure this will be open, started at all times. This is the first thing that you need to have. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to start Haiti. If you have a stop and you try to open Haiti, and all you have to do here is just create like a new session and save it. Once you have that, you don't have to do nothing. Don't change nothing here. The only time you might change it, if you want to add protection, then you can add a password here. All right, otherwise just click open, and if you don't have the Haiti started, you're gonna have can connect. All right, so make sure that the exam control panel is started, Apache and SQL. Once you got that, leave it on, and then you should be able to connect to the database and open. All right, once you have all this setup, all you have to do is, of course, you're gonna find whatever place you download the build. You're gonna extract it. It's gonna be probably in a zip file. What you're going to see here, it might vary. This will depend when you downloaded the build. For you, it's gonna have one version. For mine, it's gonna have a different version. So the scripts might be different, but the process of the install is the same for any build and any framework. So once you have it extracted, in my case, this is the name what it came with server files. Here is the super server. This is with all the script and the main the resources, and this is the database. All right, so all you have to do, just put it whatever place you want it to install. For me, I just going to have it in the eDrive software. I already have one here, but for the sake of this installation, I'm gonna redo it again. So it's right here, super server. All I'm going to do is just drag and drop. While this doing that, let's go ahead and go into Haiti. You're gonna click on file, go to run, and then you're gonna be looking for your database, whatever this is include if you are going to reinstall. I'm gonna go here on the drive downloads, and I'm gonna look for that database. All right, I had downloaded a couple of times right here, and I'm gonna click open. Once you click open, let it run. All right, if you have any issues, if it says like duplicates, that's mean that more than likely you are trying to reinstall tables. You might have an existing build. If you're doing a new build and you are going to start from scratch, not even deleting every other data, you have to right click on the table, click drop, make sure it's all deleted, and then go ahead and rerun the tables. If you are doing an upgrade, please do not upload the entire database because it's going to replace anything that you have existent. For that case, if you are upgrading, just check for whatever script that you might want to change, replace those or add the new one. Check what tables they use, compare the tables that are gonna come with that new build. If you have access to all the files, again, compare those files, compare the tables, and then add only those. You can go ahead and open the database using your favorite text editor, and from there, once you have it, then you can upload it. That's gonna be a different video. Today I'm just going to show you how to install. So those are like maintenance, and those are things that are going to come after you keep running your server and start making changes. All right, this is almost done. Once you got that, let's wait until that actually finished. This still running. There's another thing that you're going to do. Once is here, I'm gonna click here because I pretty much sure that the server.cfg is right here. Until it finish transferring all the resources, I'm gonna right click on it, server.cfg. This is gonna be your next step, making sure that you're going to have that all set up. There's a couple of things here to change. Everything that says ensure and a name, although all that is all your script. This is all the list of script that are running in this build. Again, these things might be different for you since I have one version and you guys have a different version. All right, they will depend on when you downloaded your build. One of the things to point out here, what it says endpoint, the TCP and UDP IP addresses with the port. If you are in a VPN or a dedicated server, everything that is going to be remote, not on your local machine, you might have to change this IP right here and add the actual IP address of your server. You're going to add it there. You can leave the port. If you change the port, you can do that, but also you have to make sure that those ports, whatever you add here, including this one, it has to be a forwarded port. You need to open those ports in your server. If you do everything correctly and you cannot connect through the server, including hitting the direct connection, more than likely your server is blocking those ports. Those are separate videos because forwarding ports and working with firewalls and all this stuff, those are a totally different subject. You can search YouTube, you can search the internet or how to open ports or forward ports within Windows servers and BPSs. The other thing that you might have to change, in my case I'm not going to change it because I'm using the local machine, is right here, the Sql connection. A lot of people that I see when they install the build, they have error connection refuse, all these different errors connecting to the database, which it will cause the build not running the way it's supposed to be. And one of the thing is the database name. Whatever is in the server right now is just finished uploading, so I'm gonna click here on refresh. so it will count. Oh, let me select the main right here. We're gonna click refresh. There you go. Here is all my tables for my build. All right, this is all my tables. Super rebuild. Whatever name is here, let me right click, edit, so I can copy it and paste it in the other side. Whatever name is here, it has to be the name in here. Right now, that's the name I have for this build. But because I'm using the different and updated database version, I'm gonna delete that and I'm gonna put the new one. Need to make sure that this will match whatever is in here, right? Whatever database you're using. All right, if you change the name of the database, you got to change it over there. If you guys didn't change the username for connecting to the database, and if you guys don't change or add any passwords, then that's mean password will be empty. Right now it has that, so all this is an empty space. Okay, the UID equals root, that is your username for the database connection. If you didn't change it, it's gonna stay root. All right, and after that you're gonna go down. There's a couple of things here that you want to change. All right, what it said tags right here, you can change all these tags. Every tag, just add a comma. You can put whatever you want. All right, that's what is there right now. It give you like example. You can have here banner detail, banner connecting. You can add like an image, host name. There you go. Here where it says set your server's host name. Here you put whatever name you might like. There's a new update for FIVEM where it requires you to have 2 more instructions right here, and I'm gonna add them. This is your 2 new. It actually said it when you are starting your server, and the console is going to say that you need to have these 2. If you don't have these 2, you're not gonna be listed on their FIVEM server list. All right, so make sure you have this. You can probably add same thing right here, project name and the project description. All right, so make sure you have this added. Sets sv underscore project name and sv underscore project description. All right, once you got that here, if this is your logo, this is gonna be locally within the build. So if you go right here, it's gonna be the logo right here, so you can change it. I think it's 100 by 100, I think, pixels. It's small. You can just open that one, edit it, and leave it the same name, so you don't have no issues when it's loading. Here, you what it says set locale. You change your primary language. Right here, I'm just gonna put US. Right here for admin permission, this is where you're going to add all your admins. This is your main admins, the one that gonna be able to like restart scripts and do all these different main administration, the ones with power. You can go ahead, copy this right here. You can have as many as you want, right? And here you're gonna change everything that it says right here, like the XXX. All right, you're gonna go ahead here and you're going to change and add the Steam ID of that person. Where do you get this Steam ID to put it right here? Go here, go on the tables, go on users, go right here, go on data. Here where it says identifier, you're gonna click on it, double click, copy it, go here, and you're gonna go right here and paste it. All right, that's all you need to do. Here where it's coming out, all you have to do is just put whatever name of that person so you can easily identify it. All right, the other one that you might need to change will be this one, max client. This is how many clients are going to be connected. This is going to be dependent on if you are or not a Patreon member. So if you are not a Patreon member, you are going to put this on 32. If you are a Patreon member, depending on what level you at, if you take that $20 monthly membership, you can have up to 120 up to 64, I believe. And the platinum, I think, which is the latest one, you can have up to 1024 slots, but more than likely you're gonna run like by 128, 250, 200. So this is gonna be dependent on your membership level. My case, mine is 64. I add 64 here. Then the rest, like I told you, right here, license key. This is the website where you're gonna go of what I told you. This is where you're going to add that server key that we were talking about. Same Steam community. This is going to have your Steam API, and this is where you're going to change that Steam API. Once you do that, then you are good to go. You're gonna click on save. Once you save it, then you are ready to start your server. So for start the server, all you have to do, let me go to the right one because I have it installed in a different place. It is right here, super server. All right, so you're gonna click on it, double click. This is what going to do. It's gonna open a key right here. It's gonna say authenticated. So basically whatever pin number here will match right here. You're gonna link the account. Once you linked, yes, hello, mine, I already have my because I have other builds in here, my account is already set up right there. I'm gonna get my password real quick, otherwise it's gonna ask you to create like an account. Gonna click on save, then you're gonna click on next. Here you're gonna put whatever name you want. Click on next. Deployment, gonna click on local server data. This is where you're gonna add where is your server is located. So right now is super server. I'm gonna right click on it, copy as a text. I'm gonna paste it right here, but I'm going to change that slash for a forward slash. I'm gonna click next. I'm gonna do the same. It's asking where is the actual server CFG. The first one is where is your resource folder. server dot cfg, and then you're gonna click on save. It's all set. It's gonna ask you to go ahead, save, and start this server. Go ahead and click on it, and it's going to start loading. All right, so we're just gonna let it run, wait until it's going to say right here it's gonna be online. One is online, you're good to go. There's a couple other things that you might be doing later. I'm gonna be explaining on those videos, especially when it comes to updating your server. This is to update your artifacts. If there's any other videos that you might want for me to do, I can do it, like adding add-on cars and how to work with CFGs, with config file, how to change coordinates, which is pretty much a lot of the stuff that you guys might be doing. You might want to have the police department in a totally different area, so you might want to have more than one spawn point for cars. So I can show you guys that if you guys want. Once you is online, make sure that connection is established. Connection server is established. If it's not established, you're gonna have some issues. Right now, if you guys have everything installed correctly, then you guys should be able to run it even if you have all these issues. All right, so make sure at least database is connected, you are whitelisted. You need to be whitelisted. You guys are not whitelisted, once you log in, you're gonna be logging in with that PED, that default PED. So if you are whitelisted, then you should be able to log in fine. Once you got all this all set up, also you need to be authenticated with FIVEM you should be able to log in this case. I'm gonna click on it. Let's go and open FIVEM. All right, here you can go ahead. If you are making because it's going to be your first time, I advise you to click on F8, click connect. Then you're gonna put your IP address, whatever IP address with your server, and you're going to include your port also. Okay, so it's going to be to your 169.45.20. whatever. Right, that's just a made up IP here for you to connect, and then just click connect. In my case, because I'm running it on my own PC, I'm gonna click localhost. When I click on it, I should be able to log in. If you have not made any changes, probably it's gonna say connection failed, you are rejected by the server, you are not whitelisted. This is a script that you going to need to disable. So how do we disable that? Let's go to the server. Let's go open server CFG. Let's go here. Let me bring this over here. All right, and now you just go ahead and find whitelist. There you go. This is your whitelist script. All right, there you go. Comment it out. Click on save. Here you're gonna click on close, and what you're going to do, in order for you to able to get to the TX admin, if you're doing it remotely, you have to tap the IP address of that server and then the port for the TX admin. If you are locally, like you are within the VPS, or if you're doing it on your computer, just type localhost and the port 40120. You click on it right here. This is your TS admin again, and you can find the resources. Go here, find whitelist right here, stop it. Right, or once you save it on the CFG, you can go here, dashboard, click on restart, and then restart the server. Wait for it to load and finished. Once it's finished, then you should be able to log in. All right, server is ready, is connected. Let's go back. Let's go localhost again. And there you go. It's trying to load.
Welcome to 5MServer.com.
Loading. I'm gonna disable this because copyright strikes. So there you go. 5M servers loading for the first time. Once you're here, then that's mean you're good to go. You should be able to get to that first registration part. Put the name to create your character. So let's do it right now. Wait for all the starting scripts to load. There you go. Click on enter. It's gonna load. Click on create character. You're going to go and create the character right here. Let's go right here. Server 170, and here you go and click on your whatever your first that you want to put. Sex, register right here. There you go, and then here you're gonna create whatever however you want to create. Click on finish, yes, and there you go. Hi, this is me testing 1 2. Right here we're inside the server. It's all working. All right, there you go. That's mean we're in order for you to be admin for the first time. You're gonna once you create your character, you go back to your click on refresh, go back to your tables, look for your users. You're gonna go ahead and go here where it says data, and then you're gonna look for your user. Mine is right here, the latest one. You're gonna go here where it says user. You're gonna do super admin, and then there you go. You make yourself super admin for your server where you can TP, you can open admin menus and all this other stuff to do administrative stuff. I hope you guys like my video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. If you have any issues, you guys can hit me up over 5M servers, and I'll be happy to assist you guys for any problems. Until the next one.